Hello drillers. Today I'm putting together a little video on one of my drills that I've been running lately. It's more basis towards the individual that's just coming onto your crew that is either sitting on one of these machines for the first time or on an older style machine that didn't have all the buttons. So basically what we're going to do is go over the buttons today on this 2330 Series 3 and let everybody know how they work and what they do. So you'll notice that we have a rotary dial switch and then a bunch of push buttons. More push buttons all along here. Okay. These are pretty self-explanatory for the most part. This is going to be your water out of the drill head or your wash wand setting. On the 2330 we do have a low, medium, and high rotation and a low, medium, and high thrust. Also, this is going to be your auto button if you decide to use the nice feature of auto, more or less used when you're pulling back or on a pre-ream. This is our hydraulic enable button, of which we've seen before, and that's the only way our drill will move. This is our remote lockout, which also makes the annoying beeper noise go away. This is how we test our strike alert system, by pushing this one and it will set off, and then we can also, if it goes off, push this one to see if it resets. On this drill we do have lights. These is your augers, obviously your left and right, up and down, and then this is how we select which auger we're going to use, left or right. Moving forward to the keypad, up here is your push-pull, your rotation, your water. This is a rod selector, row selector, of which does not work on this machine. And then we have, I call it the divot tool. It's also been called the rat tool. It's also called the auto carve. Everybody gives it its own name. So, what do all these switches up here do? Basically, if we look up here on our screen, this is our driller screen, what you would see when you're drilling. So, whenever I'm ready to drill, we always have to use water. So in order to turn the water on, we push the water button, which highlights right here in blue. Now, just because we push that button does not mean that we have water. That just means that we've selected the water to be used. So now what we do is take this rotary dial right here, and we can turn this rotary dial, turn it to the right. That moves us up. Turn to the left, moves us down. So once we get that set wherever we want when we're drilling out, that's how many gallons per minute that we're going to use. If at any point in time that you want to adjust that, all you have to do is go back and push the water button and adjust up or down. Okay, so the next thing is we're going to say that we're doing a pre-ream, which is where we throw a reamer on and make the first initial pilot hole bigger. So if we're going into the auto mode, we will set up the auto mode, which will be on another video. But how do we adjust our pullback pressures? With this button right here. If you look up here, whenever I hit the thrust, it highlights in blue. Same rotary dial, that red line. I can limit my thrust. We can also use this when you're in hard soils trying to do what we call carve. You want to limit the amount of pressure that you push forward so you don't push your machine back, because as we all know, when you move the machine back, you lose stability, you lose ability to push forward. So that's how we would change our pressures of pushing or pulling. The other switch over here is your rotation. By pushing it, we can adjust our rotation. Same way, up or down with the rotary knob. Okay. Your next one is this button here. This is your, as I say, auto carve divot tool. By pushing that, it shows up with this line right here. Off, on. Now with the rotary dial, you adjust how much sweep or left right that the head will twist. You can adjust that up as far as you want to 180 or as little as you want, all by the rotary dial, all on the fly. In order to change out of that, you just go back down here and turn it off. Then you're back to your standard drilling mode. Hope that helps. It's pretty easy to do, all on the fly. Happy drilling.